Yep, just went live. As is tradition. I was before. Wait, it was? I thought it was 2 centuries ago. Yikes. It, it also wasn't really antagonizing so much as like massacre. Fair. Now is not the time to be talking about German fairy tales, Fred. Stop it. Anyway. I don't know. Thamor's just been poking mushrooms all session. All session. I mean, I'm always down to kill some things, so yeah. Mm-hmm. You mean up here? Oh, oh, watching this spectacle over here. But they're both invisible. I thought Evian and the Rat King and the Mouse King are still invisible, though, right? He's squeaking. So I don't have dispel magic, but I'm willing to bet that that wolf is like another villager, maybe. So maybe I don't want to kill him. But I think these spiders are trash, so I'm gonna kill these spiders if that's okay. um, yeah, well, I don't like spiders. Yes, let's murder them. All right, let's do this thing. Uh, oh, I probably need to take my dice out, huh? That might help. Or should I use roll 20? No, no, no. Oh no, all my dice got fucked up. I'm very thankful that Salty has not stepped up to physical days. You could probably make a lot of money selling your dice boxes, Salty. Just saying. Oh, have you? Excellent. Um. Okay, so can I get advantage on one of these things? I'm not invisible or anything, and there's no darkness, so I'm betting no. Okay, I'll just roll them. I'll just. Oh, do I really? Because that sounds a little different than the way you described it before. Do they really not seem to like know what's going on? Like they're confused? Oh, well. Oh. Um. Well, that's. I don't want to kill them then. That seems excessive. Um. I should go over and see what Bean's doing, honestly. So I'll go over here. Can I? Oh no. Oh no. I I will go over to Bean. Bean, it's time to go. We need to go back. Let at least one live. Come on. Oh no. But no, I would not. Please come along now. She kind of tries to scoop him up. And maybe like clean some of the gore off his face if there is any. Oh my god, pounds! Jesus. Okay. Well then, yeah, I'll pick him up and what if I made a beeline like back this way? Because I have double dash still because I'm like blade singing and everything. I'm pretty sure this way. Okay. We'll post up in a tree over here and just make sure Evian's okay. Yes, it is.
Thrown. He just yeets the crossbow. Sorry. Anyway, what was that?
I don't think Halfling can actually reach down and do any damage. And unlike Sedan, I'm not stupid. I won't jump off a 100-foot cliff.
Excuse you, teleporting when.
Uh-huh.
I really have nothing to do. I guess I can't throw my halberd that far. The hand crossbows to go that far. I'm not jumping off a cliff.
I mean,
I'll stay on the edge of it though.
you could try to shoot or throw your halberd. The range in this case, the attack, it would be a lower or a higher DC to hit. But you are technically going with gravity, so it's more just trying to aim a rock that's gonna fall, basically. It's not like your crossbow's gonna not reach the bottom, or your spear or halberd won't reach the bottom.
Just imagining
Eventually.
Thamor, arm outstretched, halberd vertical, and just dropping it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I guess in lieu of audio, is there something? Do you want to try to attack Thamor, or you just want to delay your turn until you get your audio back, and then I'll chuck you back in? Since you can just delay the turn, I suppose.
Well, the funny thing is, I don't think he could hear you either way. Is the issue when the audio restarts.
Oh. Yes, that would make sense. Alright. Well, he's typing something. I don't want to just skip his turn if he actually does want to do something, but... Okay, he stopped typing, so I'm going to... Alright. 50 seconds.
You will wait.
It took him that long. Alright.
I'm gonna toss the halberd. Alright, go.
Of course he is.
At the
At
big,
the big
one.
one.
So the troll copy, I guess.
Looks like it.
Oh, my image is broken.
Your gods broke the world. They decided to also break your icon.
That does not hit. In fact, it's a nat 1, since you are throwing it. Or it's not just finished. Never mind. You just don't hit. Okay. Thamor kind of aims and tries to throw it. It just doesn't. It just swings. Can't speak tonight. It flies widely past, kind of bouncing off the grate into the water with a loud splash. To which I imagine he's going to recall it whenever he gets back. I have to type that too.
Oh,
I
man,
get
the text
back.
RP.
All right. Oh, he's back.
Yay.
That's just as I typed. Oh my god. You missed, Thamor. Is there
Can you
anything you'd like to
reroll
tell me
gravity?
otherwise?
What?
I said you missed.
No, I was
Would
talking
you like
about
to tell me
Trey.
otherwise?
No, what am I gonna do? no,
Reroll gravity. You're a god.
All right. It is the one that is acting as this guy. He is going to clamber up onto the desk, and he is going to try to swing at you in the air, Absinthoss.
He could reach 10 feet into the air?
He climbed on a desk.
That's a
He is
really tall
actually, like-
desk.
I mean, desks are a couple feet, and he's swinging wildly in the air,
That's fair. That's fair.
standing on his tiptoes.
Does Thamor get more than one attack with his halberd of gravity?
That's why I was asking, but he didn't say he wanted to return it or do anything.
Well, I mean, I had 3 people talking at the same time when I started up.
All right. That's why I asked. Okay, so are you doing anything else, Thamor?
Yes, I will. I will recall the halberd and toss it again.
All right, roll the attack roll. However, it's a little wet from landing in the water below.
There we go. Sorry, I actually did the screen to full screen. It's having a little bit difficulty getting up. There we go. Nope, that's the wrong one. There we go.
Hmm?
22 does hit.
Woo!
Better.
Roll the damage. And you can add a d6 to it.
Ooh, gravity damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damage on Yes! those.
It's got straight max.
You swing, miss.
22.
It just clatters into the water. The creatures down there don't even bat an eye. They just whatever. The next one just straight up implodes this poor thing's head as it just pierces straight through and just embeds itself into the floor with the head still attached as it dissolves away.
Oh my.
30, jeez, okay. All right.
Hey, look at that! I hit it. And then he's gonna toss it again. This one, the smaller one.
All right. So it'll be harder to hit.
And I will use
Very
point magic
bad
on this
funny.
one because I want to see what happens.
Here we go.
Oh boy.
Even if I don't hit, I'm still using point magic.
But it'll affect us, not them. Out of character.
I guess I use precision attack
Alright.
and let's see where is it? I changed its name now. I have to find out where it is again. There it is.
Say more magic.
All right. Well, it misses. However, you can use your wild surge effect and go ahead and roll me a d100.
No, go. Please don't emaciate.
Oh,
either
as
one of
well
my
as the
characters.
coin flip, but I don't think it matters since it already missed. So,
That means precision attack.
Yeah, precision can add to the attack roll.
oh, it's precision. Sorry. Yes, I thought it was. I don't know why I thought I was tripping. Okay. So go ahead and coin flip it.
first. See if it hits or not.
All right. So,
One
coin flip?
for.
so I'm just gonna do a roll d4. That's what I'm gonna do. And is it even or odds, Thamor?
Evens.
All right.
Yes.
Yes, let's
So
go.
max value.
10.
So that would be
25.
25, which does hit.
And
Jeez.
D100 for a dice roll.
Yep, D100 for the wild surge. 79.
79. I don't know what that does.
And then roll the. Don't forget to roll the attack damage plus 1d6.
Oh, good.
Uh,
so
Thamor,
Yes.
you feel something. An odd magic seems to swirl around your hand. You know that the next thing you touch isn't going to enjoy it. You can cast Bestow Curse as a 5th level spell on the next creature. I'm sorry. You cast Bestow Curse as a 5th level spell on the next creature you touch.
Oh
It's
my
not-
Oh
you
my
can.
god.
We can't
Greg,
see
You
the
can
magic.
throw those.
Please,
Nope.
please don't forget you have this. Please don't forget.
Paymore doesn't know where it is.
You just feel sparks of tingling magic along your hand of a dark and insidious nature.
But none of us can see it because his magic
Nope.
is invisible.
Nope.
Yep.
Well, this is gonna go
We're in
well.
trouble.
Yeah, high five.
Muscles, are you alright? What? Aren't you gonna pull back the halberd?
Oh yeah, and yes, they more really track the halberd again.
And it was. Is that total damage 9 plus 4?
Yeah, I can't re-roll that.
You can reroll. Well, you can add the d6 for the gravitational
did.
hit.
Oh,
as
you
well.
rolled a d8. Sorry,
Oh.
roll a
Oops.
d4 or d6.
I'm
That number.
Well, I mean,
Hey.
roll 4.
I guess.
Four again.
All right. Alrighty. All right. That's Thamor. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
It's my turn. Yes.
All right. So this guy once again. All right.
Climbs
You
up.
can actually probably can't fit on the desk. So instead of trying to swing you to the sword, he's going to revert back to his nature, his natural thing, and he's going to try to hit you with a mind sliver.
So I need to make a wisdom saving throw, right? Or is it intelligence?
Intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence.
But I believe you have advantage because you
I-
still have intellect
Yep.
for it.
That I do. 17.
Success.
Ooh.
Woo!
All right. Evian Ladir, you are invisible. You feel the hostile presence around you kind of still, and you spot the wolf kind of just eyeing like the general vicinity of where you are, kind of curiously, like a head tilting kind of side to side as the Rat King is still in your mouth by its cape, kind of thrashing around, squeaking away. Unhand me! How dare you! Someone save me!
Can I slurp the Rat King into my mouth so I make him quiet?
He's a bit bigger than your mouth, but you could try, I suppose.
Carnivorous
mean-
mode activate.
To shut him up. Do I need to roll anything?
Do you roll the slurp of mouse that you have in your... I guess acrobatics? No, athletics?
Okay, and this is at the Elks.
Yep. Because you're doing this with just your mouth.
True
Like,
enough.
roll a nat
True
20, Kate.
I hope so. Okay,
Just roll a
so
nat 20.
Oh
I'm
my goodness, I've got the
trying.
mute key.
Mm.
And
If
Zerg.
it's- Okay, so acrobatics is dex. Okay. Oh, that's a +0, but we'll try. 15?
You manage to kind of like throw your head back up, catch him in your mouth. He doesn't fully fit, so you've got most of his head in your mouth, but his legs are still sticking out, and he's still kicking
Good enough.
and flailing, but he's muffled in your mouth now.
That is good enough, and I'm gonna run forward.
What is happening?
There's a euphemism there. I ain't gonna say what.
I will go that far. Because I
My
assume that was
God.
my action.
I'll say that was your bonus action. He also
Oh, okay,
doesn't
cool.
taste particularly
Wow.
good.
So I will, yeah, I'll keep going. I'll use my dash to get another 30 feet. So I'll be there. And then slowly pull him out. I guess. Like push him
How?
out and then still with the cape dangling from my mouth still. I don't know.
So, as carefully as you can, you try to spit him back out. He is now drenched in saliva and much. He's this poor Rat King. He's. You kind of spit him out, and he just sits there, traumatized, eyes wide in horror.
That's my turn.
He's also no longer invisible, but she is.
I don't know what to say right
The
I'm so
horrors of
happy.
war have taken this poor king. He just sits there, eyes agape, mouth agape, shivering in the cold as the breeze now freezes his saliva-soaked fur.
He's just had an eldritch encounter as something invisible has soaked him in saliva and spit him out.
And little does he know that his entire clan has been massacred.
He'll be fine.
It's a villain arc.
Fine.
Deer in the
He'll be fine.
woods. It's a Cthulhu thing.
Side eye.
Mhm.
All right. He's gonna take his turn for therapy. Absinthe.
I'm going to flow up another 30 feet in the air for a net total of 40 feet in the air. And I'm going to start blasting purple over here with an Eldritch Blast.
So anyway, I start blasting.
Yes, anyways, I start blasting.
Can you wait? Isn't flight concentration as well?
No, this is the genie thing.
No.
Your genie
Is-
flight, right?
Yeah,
Right.
so it's a bonus action, limited use per long
Gotcha.
rest.
Gotcha,
Hey,
gotcha.
I assume a 29 hits.
Ah, you're wrong. It just doesn't like you, so therefore
The universe hates him.
it denies your existence. Yes, 29 does hit.
6 force damage, and I want to push it 10 feet. Is it floating? Can I push it into the ground?
It is floating, but it's only a couple inches off the ground.
Okay.
So it's more like hovering, floating, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. What used to be the bandit man that shifted back out also like the blast.
So you're just blasting it, but for the purple, you're blasting it backwards, or just trying
Yeah, I'm
to
gonna
blast
blast it backward 10 feet.
Okay.
Make it simple. Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna do the same thing against the one that
All right.
shapeshifted to him back. 12 probably doesn't hit.
And it does not.
And then we're gonna try that again. 24, I assume, hits.
That it does.
For 11 points, I'm gonna push it back 10 feet right next to, yeah, there we go. Perfect. And that will be the end of my turn.
Wrong one. That one is actually dead.
Oh,
So you
nice!
just shove its corpse along the floor as it kind of bumps along the grate before it fades away. All right. The golden bean is content with its life. Burps happily in his master's arm as he cleans himself off of the blood and gore and viscera that ensued.
Ugh, gross, Bean. That's gross.
I saved you one, though it seems you've let it go. Don't worry. I will show you how to properly hunt it later.
Yes, there's another one ahead, but don't eat that one. Uh-oh.
I may have room for...
No, not their king too. Although he might want to die after he sees what became of his clan.
So yeah, Bean is just going to be carried by you, and that will be his turn. Alright, these things turns. This one is Azrael, and is going to come forward with its halberd, get up on the table. Oh, it can't reach you. You're 40 feet in the air. It's going to throw the halberd at you.
Ah.
Imitating a certain someone. So it will eat the halberd. 15. Jeez. That's thus.
Sorry, multitasking. 15 does not hit.
Alright. It sails by and it kind of just lands on the side. And you see the thing kind of just like looking around for anything, and it starts picking up random stuff off the desk and throwing it to you as an improvised weapon. So it's just throwing a bunch of books at you,
Pathetic.
which it does not succeed.
Books are not aerodynamic.
Thank you, Professor. You are teaching these figments of imagination in a book that, yes, books are in fact not aerodynamic. So Pink has been here for a little bit. It is going to morph into the red cap. Okay, took a red cap. Which doesn't really do it a whole lot. So it is going to go forward, now smaller than it was before, and wave its fist angrily in the air and try casting Mind Sliver. So
Kick
go
his
ahead and roll me.
shins.
All right.
It would if it could.
Let's go with the nat 20.
Right?
Wow.
It gives you a middle finger, to which you promptly return.
I'm not even acknowledged its existence at this point. That'll be far more painful.
Great. Purple, what are you turning into? You roll into... Oh. Okay. It rolled into the troll again. Alright. The troll, not being able to reach you necessarily as well, decides to hurl basically the nearest barrel at you.
Well, should have thrown the red cap.
I was thinking the same thing.
21.
21. I am going to cast shield and say no to that.
Okay. It throws this giant barrel, which shatters and splinters against your shield, kind of raining down below, to which the red cap turns around in anger, so it's giving it the middle finger. Seems that it is a descendant of a certain gnome. Is its turn. Hildy.
See, I really don't have anything I can do because the only useful spell I have has a range of 90 feet.
I mean, do you have Featherfall? You can toss on Thamor and you can jump down.
I don't have Featherfall. No, I've literally got nothing helpful right now.
You don't have like shatter into an instrument, then drop the instrument, basically creating a sonic grenade or something.
The only person.
What?
I think that's how that works.
Well, you have like a spell storing item, right?
Yes, that
no.
currently has.
You've got magic cores. You also can just drop things.
Like Barnacle.
You could also throw them at absinthe. I mean, throw them at the monsters.
Can I see the monsters from where I'm standing?
Yes, the entire area. You're standing above a 100-foot pit. You can see everything down there.
Oh, hold on. Oh,
Uh-oh.
hey,
Let's do
Absinthe,
some
I'm
math.
really sorry, bud, but nope, I know exactly what I'm going to do. Nope, I know
You are not
exactly what's happening
sorry.
right now. No, I'm not sorry. Fireball.
I knew it would be.
So 100 down.
It's a range of 150
105.
feet.
But you can detonate it like over here and not hit me.
But where's the fun in that?
You're 40 feet up. If she detonates it on the ground, it won't hit you.
You looked chilly.
That's true. It's a 20-foot sphere, so if she hits the floor, you're actually 40 feet in the air. So it would just
I mean, all
toast
you're
your
getting
feet
is
a
the
little
air
bit.
No, if
blast.
it was air bursted 20
See,
feet
it's not
up in the
completely
air.
reckless.
So you can get Absinthe.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could just hit Absinthe with it too. This is
Oh,
not your
shit.
DM with the intrusive thoughts.
My IFF was set to target asshole.
Okay, let's make this official. Hold on, I'll put a thing down. I don't think that's big enough. I'll hit real. Do we care about real? Well, you know what? Realistically, I don't think that I would even notice that he was there. Yeah, I'll leave it right there.
Realistically?
Realistically.
Realistically. Okay, so they need to make a dex save,
Oh boy.
and the DC is 18, not 17.
Oh boy. Alright, Troll's dex save. Alright, that's about what I expected for him. Red cap. Dear lord. Riel. Okay, and the last of the floaters.
Whoa.
Okay, that one actually does succeed. Okay, so hold on, I'm
It
rolling
was
dice.
waiting.
Uh,
It knew. It has no health left, so it may not matter.
What was here? Okay, 9. Okay, 14, 16. Hold on. Oh, holy shit. 22, 27, 30, 31.
30.
Halved for the one that.
I mean,
half for the
he's
one
already
that succeeded.
taken 34 points of damage. That thing is toast. So he incinerates. How much damage is this guy taking? This guy was at 34. He incinerates. This one had not taken damage yet, so it's still barely standing.
Wow, okay.
And the troll incinerates. So they'd already taken 36 points of damage. And Absinthe, your feet get nice and a little warm and tingly as the ground beneath you erupts in flames.
Oh, looks up.
I mean,
Huh.
look down.
Oh, he's gonna look down. He's like, well, I didn't create that. Looks up, sees Hilde.
Just cocks an eyebrow and then does like the little finger gun thing.
The finger wands.
Finger wands.
And that's a lot more useful than I thought that turn was going to be. And that's all I got, I think.
All right.
Fireball. It's all you need.
For all intents and purposes, I think we'll just kill the turn order and save us some time before it comes around to this one single dude's turn. Because I don't think he's going to make any world of difference at this point. He's got 6 points of health left. So we'll say with a giant middle finger, he fades away. And we'll go ahead and end the turn order. Unless you really just want to wait till somebody with a close enough turn can take it.
No, not unless Barnacle.
Sorry, Dreg.
That's fine.
Oh, did you want to kill it, Trey? Are you in
it's
range to kill it?
fine. No, I could hit it with a cantrip. It's not a big deal. I don't care.
Narrate how
Yeah,
you
6
kill
points
it.
of health. If you'd like to finish it off, actually it might depend on what Zidane does with writing in the book. That may change what you do if he decides
no.
to write in the book.
I would like to, yes, but come on, Barnacle.
Well, technically it's Zidane's turn. We will see what he does before I guess officially end the combat.
Okay.
So, Katie, what the hell are you doing?
Oh gods, why it was so simple. Why didn't I try this before? And Zidane writes into the book, like looking around, scribbling down. Those from outside the book find themselves in the real world exactly as they had entered.
Roll me that wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy!
Net one.
Excuse you, sir. Wisdom saving throw at advantage because of Intellect Fortress. Let's see what happens. 23.
All right. You feel the last harumph of the book trying to resist you editing and making changes on the fly, but as the writer, perhaps your will is too strong, or the book has finally given up the ghost after having its defendants beaten mercilessly by a floating warlock and a fireball and a halberd.
Warlock, fireball, halberd.
I mean, they were all pretty effective.
Mm-hmm.
So, I now can't touch anyone with my hands.
I
You
mean,
know anything about it?
if you know anything about it, yeah. You can roll me an Arcana to see if you know what's going on.
Oh no.
Just like the mushrooms, they more stairs and hands.
So try again at the thing you failed at all last session.
You have no
Yep.
idea. You just feel a surge of power amidst your hands.
Oh my god.
Make a good Arcana roll to save your life.
Damo, are you okay? Why are you looking at your hand?
All right.
Oh god,
And as
why would you
Zidane
ask him
writes-
that? He's gonna
You want to take a look?
No, what? No. Once I'm feeling uneasy about someone touching me. You do weird things with that halberd. I don't.
Actually bothered me.
Bad touch.
But it's all magical.
Oh, it's
Wh-
magic.
what?
All right.
I wrote
What?
something.
Wait.
Brace yourselves.
What?
Just
With a roar and a whoosh of wind as everyone is now caught up as the pages seem to flutter around you and the world around you seems to stop still, tear and fall apart. You find yourselves back in Tilbrook.
Ah,
On the floor surrounding
gone
a
plaid.
fluttered book. Things blowing the pages blowing in the last whiffs of magic before it closes shut. Let me grab the tokens. I don't have up. Hold on.
I guess I'm in the middle, holding it still.
Yep, you're all kind of like around it in general.
Oh, there's 2 millies.
Oops, did I accidentally copy?
We have a passenger. There's 2 of them.
Oops, I didn't accidentally put a second million there.
It's a shapeshifter.
should be a
There's
Barty
two
boy.
Altons.
Yeah.
Who is this imposter?
How did we get 2 Aldens? Why is it doubling? Okay. And Evian, you are no longer a deer, as written
Oh,
by
thank
Zidane.
God.
The Rat King, however, is left to suffer his traumas and his therapy and his horrible future in the book alone.
Zidane can fix it,
oh
though,
no.
right? Right?
I don't know.
Rats rise again. Undead. No.
Inside Bean's stomach.
However, as you are teleported back to this world, Seabreeze, you notice that the golden bean feels a little bit lighter and very disappointed,
Oh,
as though the contents of his stomach were irrevocably just reversed per the writing of Zidane.
I'm sorry, my familiar.
That's a deep no.
I am kind of hungry. We should maybe get something to eat.
Ah,
Wonderful. I just had the most pleasant dream that I was hunting all of these. Oh.
right. Oh, that was an ordeal.
If I'm still holding the book, does it steam? Actually, I'm just gonna ask. If there's anyone skilled in magical arts, could you see if this thing is still dangerous, magical?
Maybe you
That's
stop
my
touching
wheelhouse.
it.
Yeah,
Uh,
maybe put it down.
Barnacle mage hands it. Just takes it right from your hand.
Yep, no resistance.
Right. Short stack. You do your thing.
Arcana check.
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana.
Good,
For those that wish, you can all roll me an Arcana if you wish, or if you're studying the book. But
I'd love to make an Arcana check. in case.
I will stare at it very closely.
Sure, why not? How's my Arcana check gone? It's a book.
So Hildy rolled a 33.
Good grief.
Barnacle rolled a
I rolled
4.
a nat 20.
wow, Thamor rolled better than Barnacle. So Barnacle, you're vaguely aware this is what others call a book and is an object you read from. Beyond that, well,
Look, I can't read it.
Thamor,
It's all
yes, it looks like
gibberish
a
to
book.
me.
Hildy and Absinthoss, the magic seems to have faded from it. It seems to be an ordinary book at this point.
I would like to find and take a
Seems
closer
safe
look
enough.
at the book. Is it in
Careful.
your mage hand?
I mean,
Yes, it's floating right in front of everybody.
I will touch the book and then take a look at it. I want to see if certain details are inscribed into the book based on what we did inside of it.
I'm gonna turn around and address the strange person that has a tendency to slip between the cracks in walls.
All right, so we'll address things in order here. So Evian, as you approach Millie and her father, Millie just is holding her father tight, and he's just sitting on the floor, kind of exasperated. And as you ask her if you're all right, yes, thank you. Thank you so much for getting us out of there. I am never touching a book again as long as I live. Father, what? I'm becoming an honest knick-knack salesman.
It might be for the best.
Books are dangerous.
Well, no, not exactly, but to each their own. I'm just glad that you two are all right, and yeah, you're. And she kind of turns around to the establishment. I don't know what you're gonna do with the books, but does need to get a little tidy up in here.
That'll be a day. That'll be a chore for tomorrow. For tonight, I rest, drink up, and forget that ever happened. Through the day, I have learned to read.
Do you have a tavern or drinking hole in this town?
Yes, of course. What little town wouldn't?
Yeah, you're right, actually. Well, if you'd have us, I'm sure at least some of us would join you for a drink or 7.
Sure. Let's just get a little cleaned up, and yeah, we can head over to the inn once everyone's Let's have everyone's ready to go.
Of
Ed,
course.
let me help you up.
Uh, I wrote it down somewhere. What's the name of the?
A Hero's Tale?
Is this
Or
Tequila
the-
Mockingbird?
I think it's
No.
Tequila. I can't remember if this is.
Tequila
yeah.
Mockingbird was
No,
in
that's in the other city. That's
Dewsbury.
in,
Of course.
Yeah, Dewsbury.
No, it was Dewsbury. You're right. You're right.
Right, it
Yeah.
was Dewsbury. This
I can-
was
It was another pond,
Oh,
but I don't
damn it.
remember which one.
was it it was the one with the alcoholic goat. I just don't remember the
Yeah.
name of it.
Oh man.
Let me look up. I wrote it down somewhere, and it's been.
It's a
Shoot.
new reality. It could be named whatever it is.
You're not wrong, but let me see if I can find.
Tipsy Brook.
No, it
Booze
wasn't Tipsy
bar?
Brook.
Bartender's man.
It was a useless note.
I know the bartender's name is George Hill.
Yeah, I do have that. Hold up. I seriously read it. Because Hard Rock was, or Rolling Stone was in Dunmore, I think. Or no,
Yeah.
Hard Rock. Maybe Hard Rock.
They were, I think they were both. They were
It was
both
Hard
there.
Rock. Yeah, they were both. Yeah. Someone was the other.
Yeah.
The only named here.
I don't have it written down, so unfortunately.
I thought I wrote it down, but I guess apparently I.
Well, it's a new reality. Make new lore.
Yeah, I don't. Huh. Well,
Just
let's
like
call it the
details
Drunken
of the
Goat.
Previous. The Drunken Goat.
Fits.
Sure.
So, all right. Anyway, random sidetrack. I thought I wrote it down, but apparently, look how I changed. I forgot.
Gone with the breaking of the world.
All right. So yes, it is the Drunken Goat.
Wonderful. Well, I'm sure we'll meet you over there. We just have a few things to tidy up here, and we'll make our way over to join you.
Is that we'll hop over to you're flipping through the book, Absinthoss, and you notice that yes, like as you're flipping through the pages, a lot again the normal like colored serialized pages are all there, but as you get to the end, it seems as though there are pages that have been almost tied or glued in that have crude writing of various handwritings on there. You recognize, excuse me, the burned up handwriting of what would likely be Zavix's writing of a surly dwarf trapping in the owner, followed by a lot of more pen of Zidane's writing into the book itself. But there are no illustrations or anything else. It just is text written on blank parchment that has been glued crudely into where pages are torn out and missing.
Oh.
And as for those that are looking at Alton, he has scrambled out of the book, grabbed a few books and other things, and and a chair as well to set himself up a little bit of a fancy looking seat to take as he sits there, legs crossed, arm over, awaiting your questions.
Ah, yes. Hello. Alton, was
Seems
it?
like you guys did good in getting us out.
Yes. Where are you from?
Oh, here and there, you could say.
Yes.
Little
Where
bit
are you
more.
from? Where are you from?
He just
How
gives you
did
a
you come to know to
coy
come
smirk.
here?
Well, I didn't know to come here, per se. I came looking for that book, and it seems that it ended up here.
What did you know of this book?
A manuscript not yet published.
I heard a few things about it.
From whom?
Say I've got my sources.
I was never very good at this interrogation part.
You're almost as vague as the cucumber. Is that like a professional liability thing or what?
Yes, I'm
Oh.
quite aware of my peculiar condition.
I wasn't talking to you.
Fit.
Can I put Bean like near him to see if Bean like annoys him in some way?
Bean, you put Bean near, and Bean is still lamenting the loss of a meal he once had.
Maybe
And
he
he
can
just-
sharpen
he
his
looks-
claws on Elton.
Yeah, Bean just sits there and starts kind of clawing a little bit like somberly at the chair, and Alton just kind of keeps trying to slide the chair over, and Bean just shuffles over and keeps clawing at it, shifts the chair over a little more, keeps clawing at it, as he slowly, inadvertently inches further away. Right, well, the real reason I was looking for the book is, well, I was looking for you. Well, you all, to be precise. Well, okay, not those two. And he points to Millie and Dorvin. They expected them to be there.
Hang on. You were looking for us. And somehow, Body Boy, I know your name. And you feel vaguely familiar. Does this have to do with that? Did I run into you at a brothel once?
Doing a brothel.
Possibly.
What else would you be doing at
You
a
really have to
brothel, you
ask?
tight ass?
Did they really not have that talk with you before you left home?
All right. Easy.
Alton just throws his head back and laughs. You know, perhaps you might have. Though I know the type you're into, Barney.
Oh my god.
You know,
What?
I feel like that was
shit.
meant to be an insult, but I honestly can't narrow it down to a type.
Oh, how I've missed this.
Anyway, continue. You know us, you're looking for us. Obviously, isn't just for my handsome, rugged figure, so out with it, Body
heavens,
Boy.
no. Tell me, what do you know of the god Malil?
There's a god, Malil?
Does everyone have pedestrian knowledge, or should we roll religion?
I imagine if you have any basic knowledge of religion, to an extent you would have it. Whether or not you wish to, know much about him, you can roll a religion check. But I mean, he's one of the major gods of the pantheons, so.
Heatherus knows about him.
We-
Barnacle's lying.
Oh yeah, imagine.
That's the god of stories, more or less, right?
Bingo. And as a, let's just say, a bard under his guidance, he doesn't like his stories fucked up. And once again, someone has dipped their hand into his story and, well, fucked it all up.
Who?
He kind of stands up as Bean keeps clawing at the chair, and he just kicks the chair across the room.
No.
And he saunters over closer to you, Barnacle. A certain someone you're supposed to meet. A certain someone that once saved you. And she's not going to be happy, I'm telling you this. But that's not my place. My role in all this is to tell you to go find someone you once met before and you'll meet again. Though this time you're going to do it differently.
Wait, again, didn't we meet you before? Now we met you. Didn't we just complete that quest?
Yes, but I'm not the one who's going to set things straight. You've been having them, right? Like you said, you knew my name, but you don't know why. Little visions, maybe. Hints of madness. The book that Malil once wrote and had to tear up because of a certain interloper.
Right.
I'm sorry. I feel more lost talking to you, listening to you now than before.
Yes, I feel in perfect health myself. I'm not exactly sure about the others, but
You have to admit, it does sound a bit far-fetched.
It's not far-fetched as it is. Are we saying reality is recursive? Are you saying we're not the only us?
Something like that. I'm afraid
Are
I
you
couldn't explain it
speaking-
as well.
are you speaking some dialect of infernal, maybe celestial? I didn't quite catch that last word.
He just stares at you blankly for a while. Ever the same, Zidane. Are you going to divine sense me too to see if I'm telling the truth?
Does that jostle one of those saves from earlier that everyone was getting, or
It does a little bit. It's not a save, but you do, like, you kind of go to rebuke, but you realize how like, it brings back a string of memories, basically. You remember doing that sort of thing, like using divine sense, but in times you don't recall, in places you don't remember.
it never hurts to be careful. Wait.
You're catching on. The world is not as put together as she thinks, for it's only just begun. You could just continue the path, follow the order of things, I suppose, but that'll just lead down the same route as before. I'm gonna spice things up. I never much liked listening to rules, and my predecessor wasn't very good at setting things in motion as fast as I would like. But now that I'm the one in the seat. So here's what you're gonna do. Or, if you have any sense in listening to my words, and preventing a catastrophe that has once happened, and will happen again, you're gonna ignore the messenger that's gonna come to you in the inn tomorrow. He'll give you some fancy quest, make fun of you a lot, absent us. Rightfully so, but he will make fun of you.
He points to himself, like gesturing, "Excuse me."
He will make fun
it's
of
not
you,
hard.
give you a quest from the guild, which normally you would have taken, and it would have taken you on your merry way and set forth a course of actions that would have been known for histories and histories and on end. But we're not going to do that this time. You're going to go to Tilbrook. On the outskirts of Tilbrook, there lives an old sage, a follower, and to others, some other things.
Might
Gives
I
a wink
interject
to
for a
Barnacle
moment?
and gives a nod to,
We are in Tilbrook.
or sorry, not
This
Tilbrook.
is-
Shit.
Torst?
Forced, sorry.
No, no worries.
Trying to get into character and then my brain slips on details.
No worries.
You're gonna go to Torst.
Oh,
I imagine by walking.
that's like... Well, that's like a 10-day and a half to get there.
And you, better enjoy your night and be ready for the travels tomorrow. So you'll head to Torst. You'll meet with this sage. A crazy old lady by the name of Malaeus. They'll tell you that she's a servant of Ploink. Someone that some of you have grown quite fond of. The order will be wrong, and yet we will set things. Simply tell her you wish to know of Heron.
Does hearing the name Heron jostle anything?
Again, a vivid flashback to most of you. A face you don't recognize of a beautiful half-elfin figure with an almost pale glow about her. A haunting visage.
But with Barnacle would recognize that though.
Yes.
Yeah. So everyone else just sees a half elf they might not know. Barnacle sees Lucette.
Sees Lucette, but again, not the way he normally sees her, but again, in that embodiment of Saloon. So, yes, looking like her, but again, that aura of power that you've never, like... And from there, perhaps you'll be able to break this new world. There's still a chance, and I'd like to see it fixed. I'd grown quite fond of the other one. At least I owe it to some of you. Right, about debts. I'm not one to forget. He walks over to Thamor and simply just chucks a pouch at Thamor. I can't say I never forgot, even in this world.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Has his debts been paid?
What's in the
Inside
pouch,
the
though?
bag is a single solitary bean.
Yes.
The grudge is ended.
Bro, that's like 60 sessions ago that happened. Wow.
Yes. We come full circle, buddy.
We are now friends again.
In time, you'll understand what that means.
You might get a sense of the bean. It's
Is
just a bit
there-
fine.
Please don't just immediately eat the bean, by the way.
I'm gonna wait for a moment of high
He
stress.
he doesn't know what the
You don't even
bean
know what
does,
they
though.
do.
You are
Yeah.
just as confused as to what the hell he's giving you a bean for.
That's true.
These flashes of
Hmm.
a different life.
Something
are
like that.
they-
But I'm not at liberty to explain it fully to you.
What do you
If
mean
I
you're not
speak
at
to-
liberty
Of
to
course.
explain it?
So you're allowed to fuck with the flow of history, as you've said it, but you can't tell us anything about it.
I can fuck with it enough until she takes notice.
Oh.
You mean
Well,
my she? You talking about me? Right?
He looks over to you. Yes. And if you know from what you've seen and what you remember, you'd know it best to not start that here. At Malaeus, you'll be safe. If but for a bit, at least.
Right. Are you? But by the way, are you leaving town, or are you gonna come drink with us? Because I might have to have a walk and talk with you a bit.
I'll have a drink, and I'll answer what I can. But then I will, of course, have to abscond into the night. I've got my duties after all. Oh, and you, and he looks over at Seabreeze. Take care of that ring, will you?
Does Elton have
You may not know it now, but it belongs to you. Despite the method you think you obtained it.
She looks down.
You're really, really good with it, too.
She looks down and spins it and then looks at him. Does he have a ring?
Yeah.
What is this?
An organization that you were once part of and will be a part of again once you remember. We always welcome you back.
Who are
Truly
you
were
in
one of
this
the best.
organization?
Oh, I'm not just in it. This one. But that'll be due in time. For now, I think it is time you all deserve a well-earned drink, right? I've heard the bar here has quite the selection of exquisite cheeses.
Well, I mean, a good cheese is almost as good as two gold rubbed together. So, lead the way, body boy.
Barney boy.
Body. You got the loot right on your back.
Oh, Barney, right. You're always so hard to understand when you're, well, when you're you. And he
Me?
says it with kind of an emphasis and gives you a wink. All right.
Is Alton
The
looking
last
at
one to
me?
the tavern is the one to pay the tab. And he runs off, disappearing.
No. Is Alton looking at me when he says that stuff to Barnacle?
What?
I think he's
Is
looking at
Alton
Barnacle when he
looking
says
at
it.
me?
No, he's looking at Barnacle when he says that when you're
Uh-huh.
you.
Okay. Does he have any obvious pouchery on his person?
Wow.
Oh, I'm
Game's
definitely,
gotta
Oh,
recognize
boy.
game.
stealing from my full
Is-
PC. I'm definitely stealing.
Is
He
this
has what-
considered meta?
Wait.
Game
How do you
recognize game.
How do you know he hasn't pickpocketed Seabreeze already?
This is why I'm pickpocketing him now.
He does seem to have an obvious pouch, but maybe it's too obvious.
It's my well then I'll get caught and it'll be fun, but I'm gonna try.
Roll a slit.
Oh boy, this is a good roll. So 16 plus 6 sleight of hand. That is a 29.
Oh.
Don't even
Yes!
notice as you slip the bag off. Seems to be decently heavy.
With coal.
It's probably freaking poison or something.
Just all beans.
Catnip.
Oh my god, all beans. It's crazy. Okay, thank
They're
you.
just regular beans, though.
Gracias.
All right.
I don't suppose that I'm actually wrapped up in all this and not just some author that happened to have a magic book written from his perspective.
Nope. You're part of this too, believe it or not. And where I'm from, you're not much of a writer. Actually, well, there are probably several that would say you're not one in this one either, but who am I to say? I hear some ale calling. Anyone?
Right.
Does
Lead the
anybody
way.
wish to perhaps compete to see who can down the most without falling over? Put some gold on it.
My money's on anyone who isn't him, because I know he's cheating.
Well, that's not very kind of you. Wait, Body Boy, how do we stop him from cheating? Is that...
How about arm wrestling competition with Claymore Sedan? Totally not wanting to curse Sedan.
I might take you up on that.
So the inn was the big house here.
Ah,
The
yes.
last time we had done that.
There were many good memories in that inn where we yelled at Absinthoss. A lot.
I will hang back and rummage through the pilfered thing.
I am just gonna steal this map again to make life easy.
And also check my personal belongings to see if I've had anything stolen off of me.
You had nothing stolen off you, but you find a slip of paper in one of your pouches that says, I could've.
Oh, well, what's in this pouch? I took that.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
It's a bag of choking dust, isn't it?
Oh, thank God! I rolled the nat 20.
You open the
Whew.
bag and see a rune light up as it explodes in your hand as you
Yeah.
chuck it.
I toss it out the back door. Yeah.
Yep, there's a small pop as it explodes in a burst of a little flame. And you see Alton as the explosion goes off. He just turns his head and gives you a coy smile and a wink.
God damn, that guy's good.
I knew you'd do that. So yeah, Millie, you're all gonna join as well.
She's still a dick.
What?
She's so cute. She's so cute.
You can't you have to reset your
All right, we
your
have to reset
default
your-
token.
just be a deer the whole time. It's so
No.
cute.
No.
It's adorable.
Ah!
Oh, wow. Even
Oh,
scarier. Go
good.
back to the deer. Go back to the deer.
I mean, also just stole the multiverse is real. I'm pretty sure there's a universe where you are in fact a deer.
hurt
The
you.
antlers. The antlers didn't, there's an alternate universe where the antlers didn't stop. 'Cause everything turned deer. Stag.
Oh, the turn order is back.
I'm gonna clear it this time before I forget, so I don't have ghost turns like I did last time.
The goat.
It's old Bessie. All right.
There we go.
So yeah, kind of leads to the tavern. Inside is a warm, inviting atmosphere of the drunken goat. Not many people are around as the small town has kind of started to taper off for the night. But
Hey, barkeep. A round of drinks on the noble Ponce over here. We're celebrating Dorvan's back.
oh, is he gone? I didn't even reckon he noticed.
Ah, sorry, Dorvan. At least you get a drink.
Ah. Well, we're out of drinks, and anyone want any food? I got bread and cheeses.
That sounds good.
Yeah, give us a selection of everything.
All right. One's choose your own meal adventure, breads and cheeses. All right,
Wonderful.
Bessie.
Applesauce is buying.
The barkeep scampers behind and starts hurriedly pulling drinks
While the
and
barkeep's back's turned away, I'm going to use actor and mimic Barnacle's speech and say, "Actually, I'm buying tonight."
I'm sorry. How was that?
What?
I sure hope I ain't buying. The poor man's not going to get paid.
He's going to think it's schizophrenic.
Oh boy.
well, somebody better be paying. This here is the finest bread and cheese in this side of town.
Well, the outsider over there, what with the loot? He's got coin on him at least. Seems
So
very
you
well
say-
connected.
I wouldn't bank on me being here.
You'd leave an old man in a town in the lurch for a few coppers?
Yes.
That is
For some
exactly
reason,
the
that
way I
sound-
played Elton. Exactly.
For some reason that rings true. Fuck.
You wouldn't fuck me over, would you? Yes, I would.
Right.
All right. You said that you wanted to have some sort of contest of strength.
Yeah, whichever one of you wins, the loser's paying.
I don't have any money.
Well, let's see who wins either way.
And Thamor reach out with his magic infused hand. Elbow on the table.
All right. Are you taking it, Zan?
Yeah. I would like to guidance myself first.
My God, he didn't
Some,
cast Find
Here,
Sense.
here comes the curse.
Esoteric symbols.
Alright,
Hey, no magic. That's cheating.
Hmm.
It's a sacred prayer in my order. You
I
would
know magic when I
deny this?
see it, you asshole. I'm not stupid. I'm just
I
old.
didn't say it wasn't. Fine. And then
Said I guess the dad has a much bigger modifier than I do. So dad's actually at 20 strength.
No, I'm not actually.
How'd you at 20?
No, my charisma's at 20. My strength is
Oh.
still 18.
Also, I do have a higher strength.
Okay, so athletics.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Oh, it was not
I
sure
still
conversation.
have
now.
Idyllic Fortress on me. That's right.
Nope, you don't have that
Uh,
anymore.
I don't? Oh
No.
no, that's right, because I got it inside the book and I expressly said everyone.
As you were before you came in here. But
Ah,
Damn. No passengers. Okay, what's
Oh,
24.
no, we definitely did.
ooh.
Do I feel this magic attempt to take hold, or
well, that succeeded. I didn't realize you were really high. Yeah. You feel this magic trying to like drain at you as you grab his hand. It's a crippling, debilitating surge of magic through your arm. You kind of fight against it. Don't know why or why he was trying to hit you with a curse, but
I mean, it was this before I actually handshake the villager and just implode him.
did you just use magic yourself?
No, it's just who I am.
So you curse everyone that touches you?
Sometimes.
Well,
At
good
times I
thing
spit
for
fire like a
you.
dragon.
Good thing for you that I'm able to remove such things, but a little bit of heads up would have been appreciated. Anyways,
I didn't know what's going to happen.
old. You know, Miss Gnome, how about you count us down?
Miss Gnome.
I don't think I caught your name before.
You never bothered to ask, did you?
There were other pressing issues at hand. But what is your name, if I might ask? I am Zidane.
Hildy.
Good to meet you.
Same.
You smell of smoke powder.
Are you like
I
leaning in, sniffing her hair? What's going on here?
I smell of smoke powder.
Okay,
She
okay,
takes a
okay,
giant
hold on.
step backwards. Like, okay, if you're trying to flirt with me, I gotta tell you, buddy, you might want to
No,
knock it
no,
down.
that
Okay.
explosive, those grains of sand that explode.
Black
Okay.
powder. You're familiar with
Black
it?
powder, yes. I've read about it.
You,
I ran
you
into
know
a
it
group of
by
kobolds once,
scent because you read about it?
and there was a group of kobolds I once ran into. They work at my inn from time to time.
Where's your inn?
Halfway between Torst and Galaran. Nice little safe place, but there's shelter on the road.
Huh. Guess we'll be passing by. Anyway, are you two gonna wrestle or what?
Sorry,
That's what I'm wondering.
I think that I was meant to count them down.
no,
Can you
I'm
do that?
enjoying watching
Yeah.
Zidane dig his own grave again. It's nostalgic.
Oh, is this a regular occurrence in other timelines then?
Oh, you don't know the half of it.
Well,
So we're
are you
really
able to-
taking that whole timeline thing at face value, huh?
Like I said, you can believe me or not, but Elias will explain it better.
I'll wait for other corroboration before committing to anything. In any case, Hildy, and he focuses on his opponent.
On the count of three. 3!
Athletics.
Oh,
Oh.
A little bit of a struggle, but eventually a resounding slam. Thamor slams Zidane's hand against the table.
Hey!
I
The
guess he's
cucumbers
fine.
paying our drinks!
yes,
That's not a
looks that
sentence you
way.
hear every day.
With that, Barney sidles behind him and plops down across from Alton.
Right.
So, oh, sorry.
No, you go pay. Party boy and
Hey,
I's got some talking to do.
GM, how successful or very not so has Zidane been in his endeavors in this timeline?
I would say like moderately successful. You're not like, some renowned best-selling author that is adored by all. Like you're not like crazy level, but you are known. Like
Mhm.
you're well enough known. Your book is carried in most towns, most of the larger towns across Mir. So,
And how about residuals? uh,
let's. You as a character don't normally seem to care about keeping wealth on you, but you have some funds on you.
Okay.
We'll say for sake of posterity, you've got, let's say, 30 gold, traveling gold kind of deal on you at the moment.
30 whole gold. Shit.
I don't want my fortunes to be kept in my coin purse while on the road.
His coin pose.
Coin purse.
For the koi boy.
Excuse me.
Perhaps you need a flagrant wink.
But
With a special fragrance.
I need a fine drink for me and my companions.
Oh, you've had too much to drink already.
That is not how I would be talking, but yeah.
You don't want to talk with an uwu filter on?
No. No.
Seabreeze stabs him.
That's a reset button.
Oh, we don't got no meat. We got bread and cheese.
Yes, well, I believe the cheese is supposed to be an attraction in these parts, but in any
But yeah,
case, yes.
Bessie here made it herself.
Do I remember this particular Bessie?
You saying that out loud, or are you saying that to me?
I'm saying that to the eye in the sky, the great god in the sky.
No, you don't remember old Bessie. This is not causing a flashback.
Really? I would like to cast Speak with Animals. Because that's something I can cast whenever.
Also, there's no victuals, so Bean has to eat cheese.
Yep, or bread. Or go hunt for field mice.
What does Bean prefer?
I miss the
Probably
hunt.
being fed.
There are,
Oh, is he
if
gonna
there
go
are
hunt?
mice around, I would much like to catch them again.
I don't.
If I should fail, then I shall partake of this bread and cheese.
Very well, I will save some for you.
Oh, don't wait up. I will bring the light of the thunder to all the insolent field mice that plague these lands.
He's probably gonna sneak into this place, isn't he?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, he is. He is going to first make sure there are actually no victuals for him to just take, as well as any mice inhabiting said area.
Bread and cheese.
So yeah, the
please.
bartenders. Oh, what's that?
Bread and cheese, please, bartender.
Well, I was already getting on it. I'm getting you the full platter.
Thank you.
And for my companions as well, they are.
Well,
in
that's
the
what they
front
ordered.
room.
You
Well,
want a second serving?
No, they're on my tab.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll be you see, string, bread, 6 gold pieces. Yeah.
He quickly counts out 6 and lines them up on the table, or the bar on his side.
He scoops him up, bites one between his teeth. Yeah, that there's real gold. Ah, all right. Bread and cheese and drinks for everyone. And he comes around with a large platter. The goat coming behind, balancing a platter on his head as well of various breads and cheeses, and all the alcoholic.
So is Bessie saying anything during that?
I mean,
or just following dutifully?
she's just following dutifully. She's saying nothing, unless you're trying to talk to her.
I'll try later.
Yeah, saying nothing to her. She's not going to respond or say anything. She's literally just kind of following behind and doing obedient things. So he brings the tankards around, serves everyone, slams down the large platter of various breads and, well, different forms of goat cheese. I hope y'all enjoy. Old Bessie here made all the cheeses herself. Bread I made. And the beer, well, I wish I could say I made it, but this here is imported from our local supplier. If you need anything, I'll be back behind the bar, cleaning off them old glasses.
Of course. Could we have your name? Just, be friendly like, yeah?
What's their name?
Barnacle like waves a hand.
Hello?
Thanks,
Lord,
Bob.
I had it up a second ago. That's what we did have.
His name is Bob.
Not Bob. He has a name.
George Hill.
George Hill, yes. Jeez, Louise, yes. His name is George Hill.
Well,
Owner
Georgie.
and proprietor.
Georgie, it's a mighty fine day to be serving here in your establishment. We heroes, you'll be hearing about us.
Georgie's my father. I'm George.
It's good enough, I think. Would you like me rather call you Hilly?
No.
Or we could call you Georgina.
Looks over at Dorvin. This is a weird set of folk you got. I know.
But you will remember us, because someday you'll look back at this and be like, that was the day I met them heroes who saved the world. That's us.
That I will not, because I got what they call short-term memory.
That's... Well, good.
That's not
You
strange
can wander
at all.
through life blissfully.
Are you saying
do
you won't
remember
remember what we do tonight?
Oh, I'll remember. It's not that short.
Oh. How long does your memory
Just short
normally
enough to forget
last?
him.
Oh.
Now, come on,
No
Bessie.
matter.
We need to get another batch of cheese going.
Oh my god. You're going to make cheese in one day? What? How long does it normally take?
Well, it's a process. We gotta get started somewhere.
It's true. It's true. Like a couple of weeks.
Yeah, something like that, depending on how Bessie's feeling.
Mr. George, do you mind if I am a paladin of some skill in talking with animals. Do you mind if I talk to Bessie? I would like to ask her just small questions about how she's doing. Maybe there's something that you might not be able to glean from only being her owner.
Why would you want to talk to Bessie about that? That seems mighty weird. Just kind of pulls Bessie behind him. That's an odd sort of paladin oath. Never heard no paladin want to talk to a goat.
I'm sorry that I might be an author, but apparently I'm still terrible with talking with people.
Is that why you talk to goats?
And he addresses Bessie, and I forget how I'm gonna be bleeding and making other noises, aren't I? With the spell.
Yep.
Bessie, have you had any sicknesses or injuries recently that you haven't told your friend here?
Nope.
Are you happy?
Yep.
What's so special about the cheese here?
Barnacle,
Don't know.
are you hearing Zidane is like bleeding like this goat? What
Yep.
is fucking happening right
The entire
now?
time as well, yeah. George is just
It-
looking
it-
back and forth and just, what do you ever live in 9 hells?
What?
It's kind of like what Ascot was doing with him when he was a dolphin.
Dolphin?
What's with people being able to fucking talk with animals? That's
You
something
can't.
everyone here can do. Body boy, is this a normal thing?
I mean, you can't.
No. Most animals can't communicate. Applesauce.
I have seen
I
it.
might be able to.
I have seen it done before, but you seem to do it at the strangest times. Like, why are we talking to this goat?
Hey, I got an idea. You think that people can just talk with animals, yeah? So if I look out that window and there's what, a squirrel, maybe? A robin? I could just command it to do something for me, yeah? And it would understand it?
No, that's a completely different kind of magic. The compose is it does not. This is just talking, and I could perhaps ask Bessie to do something, but I'd have to convince her.
Are you
Though
saying I
it still
can't do
Goes
it?
like basically do weird things.
Oh no, of course not. She seems to be in good health.
Hey,
I'm watching you, weirdo paladin.
Please don't get weird with the goat.
Wow.
Bessie has been my friend for
That
years.
sentence was just said.
I can I do some shenanigans?
I think
Oh,
we're beyond
please
that
say
point
yes.
now. I think.
What shenanigans are we talking?
I'm going to subtle spell animal messenger from my staff to Bessie, and the message is just headbutt the green one.
In the crotch.
Hold on.
I guess it's not a tiny beast, but can we stretch it to that?
Speak a message 25 words. The beast. Target beast trial inspiration. Is the message to headbutt? Wait.
Yes.
So you're giving it you're conveying the message.
Yeah, I look at Bessie and
Right. He says we can all. He's surprised that we can't all do it. Right. Bessie, headbutt him.
I'm just trying to figure out. So what's the message she's conveying?
A headbutt.
I think it has to be verbal.
it's up to 25 words.
I don't think headbutting's a word.
The words I said are headbutt him.
All right, Bessie walks nonchalantly over to you, Zidane, looks you square in the eye. Headbutt him.
See?
Excuse me.
I can do it.
They say that out
Wait.
loud, don't they? The goat.
Yeah, that. Whoa. That.
Bessie, you can speak? Why you told me you can speak, Bessie? Oh, Bessie, what? Why have you never told me?
I have no idea what is going on. I did nothing.
I think that you've done plenty.
I think you best let the goat leave. It's calling out for help. Obviously, it's moved over into the speech of mankind, so.
Is that an attack
Passive
roll?
perception
Or-
over 16.
16?
Yes.
No.
Oh, mine is 17.
Nope.
I have a 15.
All I want to
Evian
do
Absinthe
was.
Sauce?
Sorry, the armor class or?
No. Everyone
Passive
assumes I'm
perception.
attacking them. Passive perception.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think it's. I think it's 9.
Evian?
Mine's a 16.
So you meet. So Evian and Hildy, you notice that as this is happening, Alton is trying to sneak through the window and disappear.
Hey, Barney, your buddy is getting ready to bolt.
Can I
Wait.
shoot an arrow at him to keep him in place?
Oh my god!
Jeez.
I've
What
been
on
fiddling my
earth?
bow this whole time.
Go for it?
This is a trick shot. Call your shot. Don't actually try to kill him. Please.
Okay.
It just
um,
pins him to the
Yeah.
window frame.
Say that
Your
you're trying to hit his
favorite
goal.
for
Oh!
That's the damage.
That's the damage. Don't worry.
Say that you're trying to hit
At
his
28.
clothes.
Are you trying to hit him or are you trying to like just shoot in front of him?
I am shooting
Pin
through
him.
his sleeve of his right arm and then keep him in place on the window.
Also, why?
I'm sorry,
This is getting so
are you aiming for the window?
I'm
to pin
aiming
him
for
to?
this. I'm aiming for the sleeve where his arm is, like his
No, I
hand is
know.
up and he's going.
But you're
So
shooting at a
she's
window,
shooting the
right?
sleeve. Yeah.
Are you trying to pin it to like the frame?
Pinning his sleeve to the frame. Yes.
Okay. That's the distinction I was trying to go for, because you fire while he's got the sleeve through the window, you're just going to shoot through the window.
It just
trying to see
pans
if that
right
was the-
there. So.
So yeah, you kind of just in one fluid motion as Alton's lifting the window up ever so slowly and kind of creeping through. A twang rings out as Hildy tells about him leaving, and his arm is pinned to the outside frame with a very startled and wide-eyed look as he just gives a coy shrug.
Buddy,
You guys were gonna be here while talking about that. What can I say?
you
Last time this
owe
happened,
me
it was
an
about a bag.
explanation.
And you offered to drink with us. Now you
Yes,
wanna
that was
leave?
before. That was before you decided that talking to a goat was a good idea.
That was just him.
Come on, you can't tell me
All
that
I
you don't
wanted to
enjoy a
do-
bit of cheese.
All I wanted
I-
to do was to ask what made the cheese special, and the goat doesn't know.
Hey, Kyuki, no one cares.
Ooh.
It's cheese. It's good. Probably good cheese. I haven't tried it yet.
Oh,
but
it's very, very good cheese. I just didn't want to be here when we started talking about a bag or something again. After all, I've only got so many years to live. Now, if you'd be so kind, as he's trying to remove the arrow from his sleeve, I kind of need this arm to eat the cheese.
Uh-huh. Yeah, she pulls out the arrow and then just walks back to her seat.
Thank you. And he closes the window and leaves it very noticeably unlatched.
right. I guess.
If you wait, if you want to leave, you can just leave. Like you don't have
That's what I
to
certainly tried, and then I got an arrow through the shirt.
No, you misunderstand.
No, you tried to.
You can leave without sneaking.
I can't believe that Seabreeze is the one saying.
There is an option. Why are you trying to sneak away?
It's about the flair. Something I think you know very well.
I mean,
Did you
He's
say
not-
flair?
Yes.
I am genuinely amused. Okay.
On my honor as a bard and just who I strive to be, leaving out the door normally wouldn't really just
What
make it worthy
honor?
of my
What?
appearance.
Where are you getting this honor? I don't understand. You do not look very honorable, sneaking out the window.
Touche. Now, shall we partake of the bread and cheese then?
Yes. How much cheese have I eaten so far? Because it's not zero.
For everyone partaking of the cheese, roll make Constitution saving throws. You partake of a very
Yeah.
delect but very potent alcoholic cheese.
Oh no! Natural one. Oh.
Is this a save against a poison?
No, it's a.
Yes, it is
right.
alcohol.
No, it's a poison.
I am immune to
I'm
poison.
taking it lucky. I'm spending lucky on this.
I
I'm
am-
not-
I have
Oh, that's a
resistance.
natural too. So, not.
I'm
So
spending lucky on
Seabreeze,
this.
as you're asking, as you're mentioning the cheese, your words are slurring very
Yeah.
heavily.
You look silly.
I see the cheese has gotten to you,
I think I
my
will.
friend.
I think I will let my cat claw your face. Yes.
Seafoam, maybe after. Let's at least let him sleep on the man's face first.
But it
then
would
maybe we'll see what happens in
probably
the morning.
improve it. Look how stupid he looks. I mean, come on.
Oh, come now. He's a homely sort of person.
Yes, he is.
You can't just go around saying that.
Sorry, I feel a little.
Yeah, you just stick to more. You just keep stuffing your face with cheese, and
I'm
we'll see what he
thirsty. I need
knows.
some water or something. And she'll fall backwards and her feet will go over her head, and then she will start walking backwards on the wall to go over this one. It's
So
very strange.
mid bite.
It's
Mid
very
bite
strange.
and just watching. What in the
So Hildy, who rolled a natural 2, now thinks she's tripping.
Oh yeah, she is now drunk as a skunk as well. The potent alcohol in this cheese is nearly immediate. Magical in nature.
I mean, the +5 probably wouldn't help some of you, but I do
Is
have a plus.
Evian
No.
partaking of milk or cheese again?
No.
Me!
Oh, holy shit, Marty! I need to forget about my shit. This shit is great.
Yeah,
Oh no!
right. Ah, I see what makes this so special there, Georgie.
It's the best cheese on this side of town.
Sure is.
This stuff is fucking awesome. Like, I think
Yes.
that I need to have a conversation with you about getting a steady supply. Because I'll tell you what, I would use this.
Uh, um. Right, short stack. Maybe just take a few more bites and then put your head down, and you'll be all right.
Maybe you should
Been a
wash it
busy
down
day.
Okay,
with
let's
some
take
of
a
the
few more
beer.
bites. I'm gonna roll at disadvantage. Okay, that's a 12 and a 15. Okay, so that's a 19.
Famor, you're also feeling a bit of the effects of the cheese as well with that roll.
I used my lucky twice.
Oh, did you? What did you roll after that then?
He used it twice.
Wait, where did you roll the other luckies then?
Right after the 10, I got 12, then 20.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yes, okay. Famor really doesn't want to be drunk for some reason. All right, yeah, so you save. Barnacle saves. Zidane, you are immune to the poisonal effects, but you do feel like there is something just strangely odd about the cheese. Like you feel that magical compulsion of the alcohol, but since it is still technically a poison, it doesn't actually affect you.
I down half a mug of ale
Right.
right afterwards. Does it kind of? It's kind of has the same kind of little bite, right?
A little bit. And Millie and Dorban, of course, are partaking as well, and they are getting a bit drunk off that as well. And of course, Alden is getting drunk off it as well, since he failed his roll.
I'm gonna keep that little revelation to myself for now.
Barnacle sees that Zidane had called out to Evian, and she decidedly not to come over, and he just kind of flicks a finger, and a mage hand goes over and proffers out to her, and he just gives her a little nod.
At least come and join us. You don't have to drink or eat the cheese. Come sit with us.
I think you should eat the cheese.
Yeah, don't listen to her. I mean, unless
Oh,
you
Hildy,
want
Fucking
to
don't
get
awesome.
Don't forget to wash it down with the beer.
Well, if it
Okay.
suits you, I fondly recall you enjoying the milk here.
Rather have the milk than the cheese, yes.
Well, just come sit with us.
Georgie, milk.
The
Oh,
reason why
why
I'm
not?
over here, dear Barnacle, is I need the room for the bow to fix you. The room on the table is kind of full.
There's a seat literally right next to me that Seafoam left.
I think she's.
Yes.
Where is she?
He points.
He's not here. That's
upwards.
the point he's trying
He
to make.
is dancing on the
No.
ceiling for sure.
She's the tabaxi is up on the ceiling, and how is she doing that?
Also,
Huh.
three
You
sails
can
to
see
the
it
wind.
too. I thought that I was just. Oh, maybe this shit isn't as good as I thought. I thought that was
No.
what was making me see that.
Well, if the cat lady doesn't return, then sure. And she just gathers her materials that she has splayed out on the table, walks over with her arms full, and takes a seat and tries to do her best not to take up most of the table, and goes back to fiddling with her bow.
Oh, such a
Barnacle just-
quiet bunch.
Barnacle puts a hand out on Evian's bow.
It can wait till morning, yes? Just unstring it. And be here. We just saved these 2 from a book. Well, 3 if you count the cucumber. From a book. That's not something you hear every
4.
day. Body's not really.
3.
He probably wouldn't want to count on being saved by me anyway, seeing how he speaks. Right, Body?
I wasn't listening to a word you just said.
Yeah, see? My point exactly. Just be
I
here.
miss this
And-
cheese.
You really sound like my old man.
Well, I am an old man. Runs in the old madness.
Right, well, just to each their own.
That's it. Live a
Right.
little. You won't live standing over on a.
Fine,
Column.
fine. I guess I'll go get my milk. And she puts her stuff away and goes to the bar to get milk.
George is on her way over since
Or
Alden had
she-
to call over.
Ignored. I don't know.
Is he already
He's already
coming back
prepping the
with
milk and slides you over in a nice
Oh, I
tall
don't.
glass.
I don't know if we've talked this out, Salty. We gave up money for Evian.
I paid for it.
Again, well, yes, technically, Zidane's paying for everything, so he just slides you it over.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're green, friends. Foot in the bill. So enjoy.
Oh, then may I have a picture?
Of course. Coming right up.
Why, thank you.
Art imitates life. Ah,
Several unscrupulous moments later, as he jostles underneath the cabinet and pulls out a large
Oh.
pitcher of milk. Fresh this morning.
Perfect. And she may I? Is Betsy in like reach for her to like pet her head?
Yeah.
She'll give her a little pat on the head. Good girl.
no.
It just stares at you, unmoving, blinking slowly.
Yep, just a pat, and then she'll like make her way back, and then puts the pitcher of milk in front of everybody, and just takes her own cup.
That's a cup of. But oh, it's a pitcher.
See, now this is way better than the cheese.
I don't agree.
If you partake, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
That's 5.
Okay,
Yep,
first,
yep.
1 second. My computer keeps muting my sound for some reason, so. But Constitution, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
Plus
14.
5.
And once again, Evian, you have failed the Constitution, just like the first time we had our alcoholic cheese and milk adventures.
I remember
It is
that.
not a total
Great.
failure. You are not drunk as a skunk as the other two, but you are feeling rather tipsy. It is a rather elated form.
Yeah, there's just a pink hue to her cheeks. Yep, this is way better than the cheese. Did you try
How would
some?
you know?
Maybe you should try some.
I mean, I won't say no to a pretty lady pouring me a drink. Sure.
Milk is
Article.
used to make cheese, so perhaps it's a more pure form of whatever it is you are feeling.
Oh, very pure. It's a different process. Here, drink some. And she shoves it down his face.
Excuse, I don't.
Very pure,
Uh,
very pure.
Try not to get waterboarded, I guess.
Fail.
So, if you are drinking the milk as well for Hildy and Barnacle, Hildy, you're gonna roll me a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage since you already
wouldn't have it any
horribly
other way.
failed. Yep. Barnacle, you can just roll to be straight.
I want to do something extremely stupid. Want to take
Hey,
another?
The low roll was.
I take another cup, pour some milk
At
in it,
11,
and
so
and just
18.
hold it up. Hold it up and say, psst, psst, psst,
It's gone. It's gone.
Another 22.
Barnacle saves.
Do I
What did you
even
get,
have to roll?
Hildy?
psst.
I got an 18.
All right, so you resist the effect on disadvantage.
Yeah, the low roll was an 11.
Wait, what?
I'm proficient in con saves. No,
Oh,
okay. Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah,
18.
artificers are proficient in con saves.
interesting. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you're still drunk as hell from the initial one, but you haven't passed out.
Cool.
The milk is just great. And yes, you do the secret tongue of the cats, and in a flash, the milk is gone in the hands of a tabaxi, as well as a stumbling over bean, as well as hovering over. I have heard my summons. Why do you summon me in the sacred tongue?
Either of these things to wait. It's an animal. I can talk to Bean, right?
Bean
Bean
can already
speaks
talk to
common.
you.
Common.
Oh, that's right. I'm
It just
sorry. I
whacks you
forgot.
upside the head. I could always talk, you fool. Don't
Have
not
you
think
been
me some
drinking milk
lowly
in real
creature.
life?
Yeah, the fermented kind, apparently.
Bad milk?
Yeah.
Do not associate me with
Eggnog.
these lesser normal creatures. I am a magnificent creature of the holy dawn. Now, why did you
That
summon me
would-
with the sacred tongue?
That would be Paylor? No, the other one.
Oh, you
Lathander?
fool! He bats you again.
Ouch.
Lathander.
That was my second.
It should be your
guess.
first. Bats you again.
Ow. Do you want some milk or not?
Yes, serve it to me.
In a cup or in a plate?
Whichever is easiest to reach.
Is there like a smaller serving plate that came with the tray, or is it just big old tray?
We'll say there's little like serving bowls.
All right, here. And he's going to go over.
What's a tabaxi's con?
Just put it down over here. Important.
Not tabaxi. The Tressum. What's the
Tressum?
Tressum's constitution?
Press him.
Oh. I will roll. Con save?
Yep, con save. He's got a +0, I think.
Normal roll,
That's not
submit. Ooh, not good.
He is gotten drunk as fuck off of it.
He is down. Beat
All right.
down.
He is drinking it. He is lapping it up. This is simply divine. Oh,
Oh no,
The-
Bean.
yes.
Even the cat thinks this is good shit.
Well, of course, a
Yes.
cat thinks milk is good.
He purrs
Oh.
loudly as he curls up in your lap, Sedan, and keeps his face kind of partially buried in the milk bowl. I could get used to this. As you
Oh,
mortals
right, I
say, this is the good shit.
Miss Seething Cat, your companion seems to have fallen asleep, and how is that cup? The contents are staying upright with you. How are you doing this?
It's majestic, is all I can say.
Right.
I'm way too drunk to explain how centrifugal force works right now, but
I don't
Wouldn't that
think
just
that's
be-
what's.
I don't know what word you're speaking of, but I think it's just gravity.
But it's staying in the cup while the cup is pointed at the floor.
No.
So that's magic.
No. She will now dispense sealing shots of milk to anyone who looks up.
fucking yay. Yes.
I will roll dexterity to see if I can get it.
I just
I
look
guess-
up
On target.
because I'm an idiot.
All right, Zidane, you will be first. That's a natural 20. The whole thing goes right in your mouth.
Well,
You look
I'm
up,
still
Zan
trying
just looks
to-
up and starts
Oh, no.
talking and just immediately just has milk poured down his throat.
Well, if it's not gravity and it's not some other magic, he was like,
And for the second time that night, Zidane is waterboarded by milk.
Hildy sees this and is immediately like, ooh, milk me next.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Hildy gets a. Oh, that's not very good. 7 plus. It's still a dirty 20.
Oh, okay.
Well, are there any other festivities you wish to plan for the night, or are we going to... Do you wish to continue to RP the drunken revelries of cheese and milk?
I was gonna try and throw up on Alton if I can.
Do you mean a hairball?
There's gonna be some of
Why
that in
not
there
both?
too. Yep. So he
I
has
robbed-
a fighting chance to get away when he hears the.
Oh, by the little gods,
stealth
no.
roll! Stealth roll!
He will roll a dexterity saving throw, I suppose. All right.
He's outside 10-foot range.
Let's see. His dexterity is decently high. He has a chance. He has a chance. He does not have a chance.
Splash damage.
Well,
Oh boy.
he's a bard. He would be proficient. They are proficient in Dex and or Charisma saves.
It
I
would
mean-
not save him.
If they're doing it like this, now Alton has to fall in love with Seabreeze because that's how it goes with Francis characters.
That was just the one. Tano is the only one. This does not apply to all my characters.
Alton, drenched in
Yours.
cat puke and hairballs, looks over to Evian. May I now please make my escape?
I don't know. Can you?
Buddy, in your state, you wouldn't make it through the door, let alone a window.
Have you no idea my best escapades while slightly intoxicated?
That ain't slightly. Trust me. You best sleep that one off. Plus, we gotta talk in the morning. You were supposed to talk tonight, and then you got fucking plastered 3 sheets to the wind before you had 2 bites of cheese.
It's not my fault the cheese is so good. And you call me plastered? He just points over to Hildy and just gives the that
Yeah, yes.
one downside of faces.
She's 3 feet tall. She's the definition of a lightweight.
I can hear you, you know.
Yes, that's the point. Well, Zooks, I guess you and me gotta keep these. Well, whatever
Hey.
this is.
What do you mean by
Um,
that?
You're having fun, aren't you, Anders?
Well, a little.
Great. Body, give me a twanger. Let me bang out a mean tune or something.
Halton pulls out his instrument and starts strumming it, even though it's now covered in cat puke, and he just kind of stares at it very disgustedly.
Barnacle
Also have to
will
wait.
prestidigitate the milk off of it, get it clean.
He
But
just
not
looks at
him.
you, then looks at the rest of his clothes, and
Not the rest
So-
of him, just the instrument.
Play us a song, Body Boy. We got some dancing to do tonight.
reluctantly strumming a tune while glaring daggers at Barnacle.
Right? Stands up, reaches out.
Well, Liz, can I have that dance now?
Very well. Just
Perfect. Just follow my lead.
sure. She kind of stumbles a little, but does so.
That's a 23 on performance.
Ah, of course it is.
The Lord of the Dance has returned.
See? Takes Evian for a dance. Anyone else who wants to join in can join in. If Millie joins in, or Alton, or Seabreeze, anybody, he'll dance with whoever.
Seabreeze is
I
down.
think that at some point Hildy ends up dancing on top of the table with a lampshade on her head. She's
How
Yeah,
closed
that-
is she at this point?
oh, she's clothed. She's not a degenerate.
I wholly disagree.
Zidane lets out a great laugh, and it flows naturally, and it, then he says, "I don't know any of you, but there is something about this that seems right, though it seems also something missing. I don't know what."
Yeah, you're not drunk.
I have a feeling that would be a constant in all of this, but
What do you think? Showstack, do you have anything you can do to hold him down? I want to see if we can get him drunk. Just keep pouring milk down his throat and see what happens.
Oh, do I have it prepared? Do I have it prepared? Please tell me I have it prepared. Hold on. Hold on.
Are we trying to torture him?
Yes.
Yes.
But why? It's just weird.
You're the weird one who sat over there brooding the entire time and hasn't touched anything on the table.
Exactly.
I had some cheese.
Okay. One slice of
Okay.
cheese?
Try some milk. I mean, don't be a little bitch. Come on.
Oh, don't worry about Abscott. It takes him a long time to loosen up.
Also, pick up his ass in every reality.
So you cut out something of reality.
I said, so he has a stick up his ass in every reality then?
It's one of the few constants.
No. Maybe we should hold him
Bread.
down and pour milk down his throat. See what happens when he gets plastered.
I said.
Yeah, just gonna eat some more cheese with that.
Go ahead and roll me the con, so save then.
And then some breading
More
with it.
cheese.
Namor is still unaffected.
Man.
Absinthe, you are starting to feel tipsy.
Mm.
Now for the milk.
Shots.
Seymour is
Barnacle.
not looking up.
Shots.
Barnacle has another swig of milk and rolled a dirty 20 on his con save. So
And yeah, at the mention of milk to
Jesus, this
Absinthe, Alton just kind of looks over in a half-drunken state and looks at you. Yes, would your mommy be proud if you were drinking your milk to be a big, strong boy for her?
Wow.
Oh my god!
Yes! Oh. Someone's got mommy issues, huh? Oh, to tell, Scott.
Emotional damage.
Oh, this surprises me. None whatsoever.
Oh, I shouldn't. It's for you guys to find out later.
Well,
But he
you
has so many mommy issues.
Seabreeze is on the floor, opens a half an eye, and just goes.
That explains so much about you.
Let me guess. You
yeah.
have daddy issues.
Oh no.
Wow.
That's what Atlas over there is though with daddy issues. I don't actually know much about you. Know a little bit. No, but she's got daddy issues. He's got daddy issues. Points at Barnacle. Lots of daddy issues. Oh, God,
who
the
does-
daddy issues.
Who doesn't have daddy issues? It's kind of a part. Why else would we leave home?
Oh, but
I
don't
relationship
have
with my
daddy
mother is
issues.
perfectly.
Short stack, you've got affection issues. Trust me.
Excuse me.
You know what I said.
We are gonna have to have a talk later.
So
So,
the
your skin.
walking cat, or the cat with 2 legs, is now glowing and is healed. I'm not sure if that means that you're not knocked out.
What? What is happening? Oh, yes, I feel much better. Zidane, did you do that?
Do you want
Yes,
more milk?
I can also remove any of the intoxication if you so desire, but I've been told in the past that getting rid of someone's buzz is quite rude.
Yes. Oh, Alton, what happened to you?
He
You
just
smell
glares daggers
awful.
at you.
You smell awful.
Yes, thanks to you.
Oh,
Your inability to hold your liquor.
oh. This was me. I did this.
Yes,
Oh, let me.
quite an impressive amount you could throw back up.
Shit,
I suppose that's part of your tabaxi nature.
Let me fix this. I will prestidigitate the puke off of Alton.
Thank you. Fixing your messes. I appreciate that from a fellow. Well, you'll see.
A fellow what?
Why, you almost got me there.
Sneaky, huh?
Something like that, yes. Yes.
I
And let me
have a
guess.
feeling we are going to be good friends. And she puts her arm around his shoulder, and the little bit of claw comes out into his other shoulder, just enough to get through the clothes.
I'm well aware of your talents,
Mm.
Miss Seabreeze.
And she, without letting go of him, reaches to the table for someone that will hand her some milk. Anybody?
Barnacle hands her some milk. With a mage hand. That's still kind of floating around.
She throws it back. And
Roll me a
it's
Constitution
no.
saving throw at disadvantage.
a disadvantage. Oh, I just got
Oh
healed.
no! Outside
It is compounding.
10 feet.
Oh no.
Outside 10
Well,
feet.
that's a 2. So I'm not gonna do one. Okay. So con save. Yeah, that's a 6 total.
You throw back the milk and immediately pass out.
Falls off the ceiling.
You're just your arms
Off
around
the
him. You're trying to
Alton.
have this grandiose like standoff. Your claws out. You down this milk and just head straight to the table.
Can I pass out like on him?
Yeah. You pass out on him purring.
Oh no! Oh! Well, I think that's more effective than any arrow.
You don't know my arrows.
I mean, the arrows
Oh,
seemed
no.
to do the job. He stayed.
Somebody help me. We're off beach. Levy.
How about
Oh, no,
let's
I
play
think you're stuck.
buddy. Let's play a game. We'll help you if you tell us something you know.
Fiendish as ever, Barnacle.
That's my game. One thing for each of us.
I just need one person to help me. Thamor.
I have a question.
Let him
Did any
finish.
of us?
No. He was going to talk to Thamor. Don't interrupt.
Oh,
That's
right,
rude.
I
right.
was gonna ask Thamor to help me get his companion off of me. Won't you help me, Thamor? Obviously being the biggest and strongest of the group.
Everyone goes back to eating his cheese.
Oh,
See-
oh no!
Seabreeze claws onto Alton a little bit more.
Okay, alright. Who would like to help me get
Understands.
the sleeping cat off?
Well, if you answer a question or two.
Fine, I will try, but do know that anything you ask, if it delves too deep, might draw her attention too early. I don't have the protection to stop her here.
Why wouldn't we want her attention? She watches over us every night.
You will learn in time when you can learn such things without drawing her unnecessary gaze.
So Malaise would be the person to reach in order to gain more protection for other questions, yes?
Yes, you'll see when you see the state of her house. She is unique.
How do we know you're telling the truth and not just some Paylorian shill?
You think a guy this crazy would lie?
Well, for one,
Sure, why not?
I know your names. I was in the book looking for you. You have no reason to really distrust me at this point, I suppose, but fine. What would earn your trust?
I mean, you could just be a creep following us around. That's a possibility just as much as whatever the nonsense you've been spouting.
He just glares at you. Do I really need to reveal something about you?
Don't
Know
know.
damn well what I could say.
Do I?
He just sits there. Oh, does the name Andros ring a bell to you?
No, not at all.
Does hearing
Right.
that name jog anything for anybody?
It does. Again, odd flashbacks of a blue-skinned tiefling seem to just race through everyone's mind. Different times, different places, but I could go on. But again, you tread dangerous territory.
No,
Did anyone else just feel something with that?
I don't know. Mine seems like a fantasy dream, so I don't know if it's real or not.
Seems oddly familiar for a name.
No, I named the applesauce. Pretty sure a lot of things seem familiar. Anyway,
Squints over.
so you said a random name, and you're claiming very strange things. Interesting. And tell me, you said a messenger's coming in tomorrow in the morning. Who?
Yes. An envoy from the house, Leopold, on behalf of the Adventurers Guild, to offer you a quest to retrieve a statue of sorts for them.
The who? The what?
Oh, fuck those guys. Hobby easy to ignore.
They're a noble house of Galaran, and... Wait, what is your last name, Applesauce?
Would it
You're too
kill
from...
anybody? And I mean anybody. Pronounce my name right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know your name. That's the only... If that is not your name...
It's Absynthos.
Yeah, applesauce.
Regional dialects, you know.
He just holds his hand up the barnacle and then points with the other hand at Absynthos. What's your last name?
Lavia. Leopold's arrival house. You think I'm pompous and arrogant? You've seen nothing.
Oh, you're Olivia.
Yeah.
Dumb question that is very meta. Is there only one child of House Levia?
I mean,
There
Public
is now, I think.
knowledge.
public knowledge, yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
I know more about you than I would like to care to admit, and I could divulge these things and cause pandemonium amongst your group right now, but I'd rather not.
Are you going to join us at this Malaise house?
No. It's not my place anymore. My part in
Why?
the story's nearing its end.
That doesn't mean you're dying or sacrificing yourself, does it?
No, you... No.
I mean,
You're
you could...
the story that you are meant to continue. I'm elsewhere. I have things that I need to do too.
Evan just looks on confused. I don't understand.
Well, how can I explain this without... Listen, okay. Let's say, hypothetically, let's pretend that the world we're in right now were a book. Right? But it's a book
So,
that is currently being written as we go. Everything we do is written. Each action builds the story. What if I were to tell you there was already a book written in the book you're writing, and everything we do overwrites what is currently written?
So
And we're following it page by page, writing and slightly changing the story each time. All hypothetical, of course.
so the ink being written now is smudging that of what came before.
Something like that, yes. Causing mistakes, inconsistencies, oddities to occur. And what's happening now doesn't necessarily have to be real. We could go back to the story that was once written.
What's the benefit of going back? I mean, we all live here. We've been here. We've grown our entire lives here.
You don't feel like something is lost then, Barnacle?
That is what you will have to decide when you learn. Which story you want to continue. In the end, I've got my preference, and I will make the choices there. As for what Melil wants of me, he simply wants the story to continue without being rewritten each time and written over. It looks awfully shoddy to do so. I imagine you as a writer of sorts would know that, Sedan. So,
I mean, didn't he just do it like multiple times in the book we were just in?
yes, and it felt terrible and he got attacked.
It's true. Life lessons played out in reality, sort of.
And thank you, Absinthoss, for your assistance. It was invaluable.
My pleasure.
So, question. Since you said your story is finished, do you know if any of our stories are finished?
It's the choice you will make. Once you talk to Malaeus. I cannot make that choice for you.
Uh-huh.
Well, in any case, if we just miss this envoy from Leopold and just start going on the road tonight, camp off the wayside, we can get closer to Malaeus and more answers.
He looks down at the drunken, asleep Tabaxi. Okay. If you somehow manage that, yes. The more you break what was once written, the more distorted things will become. That's what we have to do, and that's what you must learn. And that's where you'll be given your choice.
So in your world of nonsense that you keep spouting, time is of the essence. We should not dilly-dally in getting to this Malaeus.
I would say so, but there is no rush in tonight, at least. I did, like I said, miss the cheese here. We shared it once, what feels like an age ago. Though you may not believe me.
Quite a yarn, got to say.
Not as fascinating as some of what I know of you, and what we were to do.
Kind of leans over the table. Did we fuck?
Thankfully, no. That right is reserved for somebody else.
Yeah, goodness.
Oh.
Ooh.
I got a little worried there. Anyway,
It didn't. If he didn't do it with you, surely it wasn't one of us. He looks around the table.
Oh, that's
I'll
a
never
good
tell.
question.
That I
Not
will leave for
really.
you to find out.
Oh, well, that's no fun. Maybe it is. Maybe I slept with all of you.
Oh,
Not me.
I mean,
Gurgling
different
noises come
timelines.
from the cat.
Some things will never change.
Whatever you say.
I mean,
Well,
as
I
difference
do.
you want an ability.
Let's just stop that train of thought right fucking there, man.
I think that is more than enough. Thank you for your assistance, Alton.
Pleasure.
5 points of lay on hands to get rid of Seabreeze's buzz. Or alcohol-induced slumber.
I resist.
A part of
Actually,
this seems painfully familiar. Multiple times telling a previous iteration not to steal people's buzzes without asking permission.
I will
He has
amend that by grabbing another cup of milk. So that's the first thing that Seabreeze sees after being roused.
I think I get to resist. How do I resist? How can I resist lay on hands?
Are you an undead or a construct?
Ah. I was an undead. Well, I guess I wasn't an undead in this one, huh?
Nope. It doesn't say you can resist it, weirdly enough.
Bummer.
You cannot resist healing, apparently.
You cannot
Come on.
resist the power.
Man, this is
No consent.
This is
No
Sassen's,
consent.
This is Sassen's dream to have this power where he can just heal people. Can you feel it, Noko? It's like
So,
I can
yeah,
feel
unfortunately,
all my
you were forcefully relieved of your buzz. Though you don't necessarily have to wake up. You can still stay asleep, but that drunk and induced stupor is gone.
Yes, sir. That's what will happen is it will just make the snoring quieter, and maybe the claws will retract slightly, but Alton is not free.
I will poke the cat.
Then you,
On the
you
shoulder.
told me you would help me remove her from me, and so far you've just made her sleep even more soundly clinging to me.
I'm working on it.
Aren't you like a paladin? Can't you just, pull, grab, physically remove?
You've already cast magic without consent. You might as well grab it without consent too. Just keep going. Add them all up there, Zucchini.
At this point, Seabreeze wakes up and is shocked at her position. And removes
Extracting
herself.
a cat. Extracting a cat is like pushing one of those barbed arrows back through the wound.
Look, she
It
moved.
doesn't work that way.
You also just dumped the golden bean on the floor because she was asleep on your lap too after you fed her.
Oh.
Evian grabbed the cat earlier in chat.
Oh, did?
Yes.
My bad. I missed that part then.
It's fine. There's
Oh,
lots of
Evian
things
takes
going
Bean.
on.
I didn't see that part. Okay.
Oh.
Never mind. So yeah, Bean is still sleeping, snoring on Evian's lap.
Okay, Seabreeze woke up in the middle of Barnacle is usually too loud, so he woke her up. And she appeared shocked at her position and quickly left Elton.
Oh, there you go.
Appreciate it. I know I have women falling over me all the time, but
Oh, sorry. I had something in my throat.
this is not one of those times.
I doubt that.
I do apologize for robbing you of your intoxication, but
Goes back to the ceiling.
would you like some more? He just extends his hand up
No,
with
she's
the mug of
gone
milk.
way before you get that out.
All right then.
She's sort of embarrassed that that happened to her, so hides.
And
Wow.
nobody finds her because she's gonna roll like 40.
She finds
yeah,
a window
Yeah, she'll roll
and
stealth.
goes through it.
Yeah, that's like a 20-something. I don't know. I don't feel like doing math. It's a 13, so it's what is it? 26.
Right, so, Body, you don't plan to share any more information, and despite we can't fill you with enough milk to get you to share more, we just have to go on your word that the world is kooky and broken and multiple iterations of us, and we gotta go see some lady in Toast, like half a month away, to tell us if you're telling the truth or not.
Pretty much, yeah.
Seems pretty far-fetched to me.
And it probably isn't the first time. Well, assuming the other time.
Well, I mean, have horses. Horses take down the time.
But, to be fair,
I mean,
I
Yeah.
can get us there faster if we need it, but,
your other option is to play out the story as it has before and live your life that way.
That sounds boring.
Do you not
mean-
like treading the same ground?
I like mystery.
you don't know what... Do you know the future, Body? Are
I
you
knew
like
a future.
Eh,
It's much akin to what knowledge I knew of my own book when I was stuck in it, I suppose. But it
Which
seems
wasn't
as if
much.
someone has messed with the latter part of it.
Well, what I'm hearing is if this man, that dude over there, she waves over Dalton, saying that we have to be one day meeting someone, and if it's a story, screw the plot. Make your own plot. That's what he's telling us.
no, he's literally telling us where to go. He's
Yeah.
telling us the plot.
Well, the plot
the
would be
main
avoiding
plot-
who's supposed to be coming.
How do we know?
Merely giving you a suggestion if you wish to learn why you're having all these weird, I imagine, flashbacks or memories you can't place. But
Don't really.
if you wish to not know,
Hmm.
then take the quest. When he comes tomorrow to offer you the statue, take it then. Go about your merry way.
I mean, honestly, we did finish the quest that we did come for.
Maybe this is a better question. Body, what's in it for you for us to listen?
Roll me a perception or an insight, actually, one or the other.
Okay, well, I've got better perception than insight, so I'll roll that. That is a natural 19 on the die for a 24.
Almost imperceptible, but you do catch a glimpse of Alton looking down and gently kind of like fingering, like twirling or spinning the ring on his finger for a minute before he looks back up. There's someone that I would like to meet.
There's a softness that comes over Barnacle's face that hasn't really been an expression he's shown before.
Someone, huh?
Let's just say, in the story, in the example I gave you before, in the story we're currently writing, there's somebody missing.
For you
Buried in the
specifically.
pages. Yes.
Huh. Interesting. There's a lot people will do for that. For love.
Didn't say that, but you're allowed to presume as you wish.
Yes, of course. Sorry. Presumptions for an old romantic man, of course. Well, that's given me a little bit to think about.
I won't say time is of the essence. It really doesn't seem to matter, so long as you figure it out before everything is gone. The longer you take, the more you will lose.
Oh, well, here's the thing. Yeah. That one, the dark brooding one, Absinthe, wasn't it? Didn't you, like, during the story, kept doing wishful thing, like you said, mumble things, and all of a sudden they happen? Can you do it again?
I mean, that's how all magic kind of works, unless...
I can do it again, but I need to form the thought of what to do. It's not. I guess it's like writing a word. You can draw a squiggle somewhere, it's just incomprehensible, not very valuable. You write a word.
Okay.
Is this a power you developed?
It just came to me
That's-
one day.
That's not really how magic I use works. Well, that's not true. I just certainly only comes out in certain ways.
Yours only comes out certain ways. Seems
Right.
quite limiting.
Yeah. I say, hey, I want lightning, I can cast lightning. If I try to do what Short Stack over there and make fire, it comes out again as lightning. Uh-huh. I can make a lot of different things, but not anything.
Sedan brushes his fingers across his mantle, the necklace of the twin keys wrapped in vines, but doesn't add anything to the discussion.
So you just made it up on the spot.
I mean, some of it's a little bit easier when I have something already pre-cooked. But the rest of it, yeah.
So you need words. Or something, if I get this correctly.
I mean, all magic needs words. Yes.
Does
Need
it?
words. Most of them. There's a few that don't require you to speak. But most of them do, yes. And I do need to shape the thought coherently to make it useful. Otherwise, it's like ripping a page. Probably throw that in the trash can.
Are you talking to like a god or something? Is it more like, obviously, you know, the clerics, they pray and wish and things happen from their gods. It's like that?
He just shrugs.
Is that is he trying to be deceptive?
No, he doesn't. As far as he's concerned, it's like it just happened one day.
In this timeline,
yeah, in this timeline, he just believes it and it happens. Can't explain it.
Maybe it's some secret Levia art he's not able to discuss.
Holton just
He'll
rolls
think
his
it's a
eyes and sighs loudly. Not something you discovered. You'll learn. Just go talk to Malays.
Well, that's what. Yeah, if we're going to Malaysia, I was just saying what the options were. So we have our horses. Barnacle says he has something to take us there, maybe faster. And whatever Absinthe did when we saw him during the battles, I thought something could happen there.
No.
I don't know.
Know what?
I don't know. I just saw you
For the
do
sake of
something and
things I
something happened.
know, don't you dare use that power to try to teleport yourselves to her.
You know, I hadn't thought about teleporting there. It's not.
Don't. Repeat after me. Don't.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but for a very good reason, I believe him on a very primal level. I don't know if I trust you.
Now, but that hole in the middle of the ocean didn't always used to be there. And in another book, he just points.
He
And
made the
Absinthe-
maelstrom?
Wait, he made that fucking thing.
What?
What? I
Then
knew it. I
Saloon
knew
walks in
you
through
were
the
a fuck
door.
up.
That's what you just said. Is that where the fire tornado came from?
Fire
You did that
tornado.
and it made a hole in the world?
What?
Where's a fire tornado? Never heard
You
of a
told
fire
us in
tornado.
camp last night about fire tornadoes.
You did, in fact, tell us about fire tornadoes.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Everyone here, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, great.
Oh, great.
With a +5.
Even me?
Would I be rolling at disadvantage because I'm drunk as a skunk?
Yep.
If I still have Intellect Fortress on, do Zidane and I still have advantage?
You do
Oh.
not have an Elect Fortress on currently.
Wait,
Okay.
shit. I didn't mean to roll. That's a 16.
With the +5.
I rolled.
With the
Plus
+5, it's
stuff.
21.
So 21, 8, 16, 6. Absinthos and Barnacle. You're the only ones who save from this, but everyone else, there's like a slight humming in your ear, like a kind of that tinnitus, almost buzzing in your ear. And just almost in the blink, what was mentioned was forgotten. Barnacle
Ah.
and Absinthos are the only ones you kind of hear that little humming in your ear, and you kind of brush it off, but something was trying to invade. And you see Alton kind of pinching at the bridge of his nose, going, ah, damn it. She hurt.
So
Well,
we
that
best to
was-
go to bed, right?
Yes, let's table this conversation for never again.
You happen to have an extra horse?
I mean, I can turn into one.
Did Barnacle hear Alton say she heard or whatever?
Yes.
I just rolled a 20 on a perception check, so.
Yes, you did.
All right, yeah, there's definitely some suspicions growing. He probably will try to catch Alton before he leaves on the night or goes to bed or something, but he's not acting on it right now.
You can turn into a horse.
Yeah.
6 horses?
I mean, you did see me transform into an elk before the fairies actually turned me into whatever that was.
You turned into an elk?
Yes, that's what druids do.
And you turn into an eagle.
No, that kind of evades me, sadly.
Interesting.
I'm still learning.
I can call on a mount in the morning. So, no worries.
I mean, you had, memory serves, I think I even said you had horses coming in, because when you rode here
Yeah.
from Heroes Guild, so those that came here, the only one who wouldn't would be Zidane, technically.
Yes.
I can also twin cast polymorph and fly us.
No, I know, but I'm saying in terms of you had mounts coming in. But
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, we came with a cart and mounts or whatever it was. Yeah.
But is there anything else you guys want to do before, unless you guys are still going to RP through the night a little bit here, but
Well, in any case, I think I might retire and
Yeah,
I do
it's
have a
fun.
means of securing a nice little shelter that might be a bit more secure than just resting inside of a tavern. There's only a small degree of trust you'd have to give me, being strangers. But there's food.
We just ate food.
Food and drink. Well,
We
for the
just
morning.
drank. Yeah, that's
Or
what
literally,
we're in a tavern.
yeah.
Ah, yes, true. A silly thought. And he just excuses himself. And I shall see you in the morning then, hopefully. If we're all still here and not caught by whatever strange forces are apparently in our lives.
Well, that was foreboding.
And Zidane's gonna go upstairs and wait a second. Do we pay for rooms yet, or
Yep,
No.
that was part of the tally
Oh.
he was adding up. That's why it
Okay.
came out to be 6 gold.
He gets whatever room that he is assigned to, goes in and starts summoning the sanctuary.
What about? I need to go BRB real quick, but
Mm.
if there's any RP you want to do or whatnot, or get set up, do that now. But
The only thing I have left to do is just talk to Alton real quick.
I got nothing for the RP, so.
Ooh, should I step in for Alton while Salty's gone? Make
I'm
up
the
some
GM
really
now.
good lore.
It's me, Alton.
I'm the original Alton. Yeah, I don't think he meant a lover, by the way. Barnacle. When you were discussing, what did he
I
say?
don't know if it
He said the one. He
I
said one was missing.
said someone was missing,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking he meant Whisper.
I don't think so.
Yeah, honest.
I think he is Whisper.
I think he's Echo.
I don't think so.
He was insinuating that he's kind of more than just a part of the Faceless.
Right.
And we know that Alton had, in another timeline, married and grew old and had kids and grandkids with Whisper.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We said that was, I think, in I think it was in the conversation you had with Melil, when you got the rapier with the radiant damage charges in it.
Oh. So that was, yeah, I remember that. That was a possible future.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. I thought you meant in another iteration.
Yeah, that honestly, that's why, with what we know now, that's how I took it. Is not like a
Oh.
possible as a this was something that happened in another iteration.
Mhm.
So I don't know. We're dealing with timey-wimey stuff and multiple timelines and whatnot, so things get wonky. But that's how I've taken it.
Mhm. You keep scritching Bean, he will go with you anywhere, I'm sure.
Well, so far he's been sleeping with Evian, so.
Wop, 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 wop.
I miss Freya.
We'll get her back.
It does kind of make me wonder, where is Mirani and a few other characters in this timeline?
I wish I knew the answer to that. It is killing me not knowing.
I'm back.
It turns out she was able to tame her quarry, and all of her family is alive. Yay!
What I miss?
She,
And
Yeah,
other
she-
wistful thinking.
She leads the Crescent Moon cult. What?
wait, what? Oh, no.
Why are we? Is this when Maradi has her villain arc? I mean, I could be oddly into that.
I mean, we know Saloon is petty as as petty as sin.
And it would be good payback for us for all the times we snaked it.
So is the plan then? Are you guys retiring for the night with your characters, or what's the?
Yes, that's my plan.
I think Barnacle just
Craig
has
had
to
a thing he wanted to do.
pull Alton aside real quick and just have a
Okay.
quick chat with him one on
Okay.
one. But
We could do that real quick, and that would be a good, I guess, stopping point before then we proceed to. I thought we'd be going to Malaise this session, but apparently we
told you
had
we only get through a quarter.
drunken revelry. I mean, I don't dislike it. So all right, yeah, So yeah, Elton kind of is almost like awaiting for you outside the tavern,
Yeah, he
knowing
just
you're
kind of
gonna.
steps out with them and
Right. You obviously know information. You shared some. How do you know that name?
Which one? Andros?
Aye.
It's your name. We learn it later. Place we did.
From who?
It's a story that I can't tell. Let's just say the act you wear drops one day, and you'll reveal. We were all your friends, and we accepted you. Turns out you were better off without the guise you wore. But that was a tale of a different one I'm hoping to get back to.
Because of that person you said, yes?
Yes, because of that person. And you see him just glaring up at the moonlit sky.
Well, yes. Does this person have a name you can share that won't have whatever that was happen again? Something felt it. It was like trying to scrape my mind.
It's because it's not yet complete, and she knows it. Can only do so much, but certain acts in the current view of things are
Doesn't make
somewhat
any
forbidden.
It doesn't make any sense. She's a
It never does.
benevolent goddess. It's the reason why I'm here.
He just
The
holds
reason
up his
why I
finger.
can do all this.
twinkles magic fingers.
Yeah. I imagine that person is, and that's why it's all the heart. I do not envy the choice you're gonna have to make.
What choice did I make last time? Hypothetically.
You see him look around, just kind of stretches out his arms at just about everything. This.
Chose this?
Maybe not deliberately. I wasn't there. Here we are. The moon shining so... He says with a hint of venom in his voice.
In this timeline, does the moon have phases, or is it always full?
It has phases.
Okay.
The only reason I can even talk to you now is because officially you haven't fully met yet. But you're supposed to soon. The closer you get to her, the more dangerous it becomes. That's why I tried to book. Why I tried to find you. I tried to get you to steer off course before it became any harder.
Huh. Well, I suppose going to see this Malaeus person couldn't hurt. Will delay us our guild reward, but I suppose that's all right. I can wait a few weeks. Could you compensate us?
I can give you some traveling funds on behalf of our organization.
I expect your organization doesn't have a name you can share.
It's a name you wouldn't recognize now anyway, but once you speak to Malays, it'll become clear.
Alright, well. We were friends in another life.
You could say you are a captain. He just kind of elbows you in the rib a little bit. And I always had a habit of disappearing.
No, you're lying. Me, a captain. I'm barely recognizable as a helmsman. But
Why else did you think you got the shipwright's cane? Kind of odd for a helmsman to have that, don't you think? He gives you a slight wink.
no, it was Trinicus's. He found it in the wreckage. He washed ashore. I didn't know it was magic till I picked it up.
As you're saying that, though, you feel that's wrong. And you see, again, a bit of those broken, fragmented memories. The ship and crew of motley dwarves.
So these flashes
and Alton just stops for a minute, too. And if that doesn't also ring a bell, maybe this will eventually. You see him reach into his satchel, chuck something at you. It's an eyeglass.
Huh?
Was once yours, Captain.
Pulls out the one that
Oh,
he
maybe I'm
has.
the one in charge this time. Mm-hmm.
Are they identical?
Yep. It's an indestructible eyeglass.
Kind of takes it
That's it.
and just like wraps it against a fence post or something. Doesn't damage it at all.
Nope.
Huh.
Kind of tosses it back.
That. Huh. Curiouser and curiouser.
You're the hardest one to convince and the one I need to convince the most. Because as long as you go with it, they'll all follow.
Kind of like puppies sometimes. It's quite funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
No matter. If you think it's... Well, I suppose we can go and check it out. And if you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, whatever. We got some gold off you.
That you did. If I'm wrong, I'll treat you all next time to the round of cheese.
Well, appreciate whatever this is.
And he reaches out, and as he does so, he reaches up and takes the pendant, and you see a blue hand clasp Alton's hand.
He shakes it with a kind of a coy smile. Don't thank me quite yet. We'll see how you feel after you remember. Oh, and say hello to Stony for me. When you get the chance.
Sure. Sure thing. Stony.
Saying the name out loud, you feel something stir within you, and you don't. Something's trying to. Like a familiar presence. Kind of a warm, familiar presence, but faint.
Then feels like a punch to the gut.
A little bit. Like a small punch to the gut, but it's not. It's still faint, because in this timeline, he's still not fully with you.
Yeah. Yeah, and he just shakes a head and gives him a little finger salute and heads back off to crash for the night. Make sure Hildy gets to her bed instead of not puking.
She's asleep on the table. She's just straight up asleep on the table. Anything else you guys want to wrap up before?
No.
I'm good.
Okay. Alright. I think we'll pick up from there next time with the trip to Malays. We'll probably hand wave a little bit of the actual travel time. Whether or not you guys want to, whether you guys want to wake up and actually interact with the Leopold messenger again is up to you guys, or you can leave before he shows up. But
timeline. Absinthe stabs the Leopold messenger.
I mean,
Oh, come on. You gotta be better than that.
He
We gotta
goes
send him to the
missing.
Shadow Realm.
He goes missing, and then Alevia's household servant goes missing, and then it's just like taking people out before they get to the top.